Next at 10, Madison West High School students honor a classmate and captain of their soccer team who died in a tragic car crash over the weekend. We'll show you the story. That's next on News 3 Now at 10.
Escape your expensive cell phone plan with this key. Switch to Consumer Cellular, a $20 a month plan with nationwide talk, text, and data, plus award-winning customer support to assist in all your wireless needs. Call, go online, or visit a Target today.
Colbert's got a new Late Show with Michael Keaton tonight on CBS.
Don't underestimate this fugitive. Skill and depravity. It's a manhunt.
I've gone home till we end this. This is a whole new level of creep.
Get out! FBI! Get your hands in the air!
A new FBI Most Wanted next Tuesday on CBS.
Right now, in the wake of tragedy, how the Madison West boys soccer team tonight paid tribute to a teammate gone far too soon. Plus, at least 20 cars with their windows smashed in at a West Side apartment complex. What police are saying about how it all unfolded and why the shooter in last summer's Kenosha protest was in court today trying to get a charge dismissed and how a judge responded. News 3 Now at 10 starts now. The 3 high schoolers killed over the weekend in a crash in Middleton are still being remembered tonight as bright lights and inspirations. The soccer teammates of one of those young men at Madison West, Simon Bellesi, are trying to find the best way to honor him. Naomi Coles joins us now with how that process began tonight. Naomi.
It's the first game after Bellesi's death for his teammates as the Madison West Regions faced off with Beloit Memorial in an emotional game that was far more than just a soccer match.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you for your limitless energy and contagious positivity.
This game is about remembrance and honoring Simon's legacy.
Now for Simon, let's play soccer.
But also trying to help these 22 other young student athletes take a positive step forward.
There's no question. This soccer game is for Simon Bellesi.
Simon was a ball of showmanship, and I mean that in the absolute best way. Charisma and kindness and positivity and energy. He made an enormous impact on his team.
At minute 13, Simon's jersey number, a stopped game, and a cheering field.
Noise is probably more fitting of this young man than a minute of silence. So,
for a varsity captain, the team must now play without. Emotion was plain on the team's faces, but as a teammate and friend of 6 years explained, they have to keep going for him.
It's just really tough to handle, and just a lot of different emotions.
Simon and 2 Middleton High students died Saturday night in a fiery car crash. Charges are now pending against the driver who rear-ended them.
For the team, it's just been like a shock. Like, it just felt like a movie, and no one really felt like it was real at all when we first found out.
But tonight's game is about remembering a life cut far too short.
I remember 6 years ago, I was in South Dakota with him, and it was me and 2 other kids in this hotel room, and we had to decide who was going to sleep in what bed, and he just said, I'll take the office chair. So for 3 straight days, he slept in an office chair instead of a bed, and that was when I knew, like, okay, this kid's like legit.
And a community message.
support the kids in your community wherever they are in the good times and the bad times, and whatever your way is, whether it's soccer coaching or teaching or volunteering, find a way to be involved.
Moving forward and finding healing and helping others. Those I spoke to tonight would agree that's the way Simon would want to be honored.
Such a tragedy gone way too soon. Naomi Coles tonight. Naomi, thank you. We are also beginning to get an idea tonight of who the other two teenagers were who died in that crash. John Jack Miller was a senior at Middleton High School. His family says he was involved with the student council, was the goalie on the school's soccer team, and played club hockey. Evan Cradawil, also a senior at Middleton High School, a 4-year member of the school's cross-country team. And we are expecting to learn more about each of these students from the school's principal, Peg Shoemaker, tomorrow morning. Middleton High School moving forward with homecoming plans this week. District leaders say spirit activities, this Friday's football game, and this Saturday's homecoming dance are chances for the entire school to support each other as a community. And we're still working to learn more tonight about the man who hit the teen's vehicle. The sheriff's office hasn't released his name, but says he is a 30-year-old man from Madison. Police say he is still in the hospital, expected to survive. Charges are pending and could be added before he leaves the hospital. We turn to look at weather now. Look at your certified most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Another cloudy, gloomy day today across southern Wisconsin, but temperatures have been milder than normal, and that trend will continue as we take a look at the time lapse from the WISC Skycam today. This is looking off toward the east, and you can see the clouds just kind of rolling in wave after wave. Almost no sunshine at all, but no rain either. So that's just kind of the way it is. And tomorrow will be similar, although there may be a few more breaks in the clouds. Doppler track almost free of precipitation across the upper Midwest, even though there are clouds across much of Wisconsin. And a little bit of fog starting to form. Notice visibility down to about a quarter of a mile in Camp Douglas. Expect some patchy fog overnight. Low temperatures this morning because of the cloud cover started out mild. Upper 50s to the lower 60s. High temperatures today right around 70 degrees, above normal for this time of year. Madison topped out at 69, and right now we're still at 63. Temperatures are a little cooler to the north and east where there are some breaks in the clouds. Otherwise, look for a low in Madison of about 59 by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow we'll see variably cloudy skies, a little more sunshine mixed in. That'll get our high temperature up to 74 degrees. Some showers and thunderstorms arrive on Wednesday night. I'll tell you how long they'll last in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. An arrest has been made in connection with the stabbing homicide in Fitchburg over the weekend. 33-year-old Kanaya Quinn booked into the Dane County Jail on a tentative charge of first-degree intentional homicide. She had been living with the victim at the time. The stabbing happened early Saturday, about 2:30 in the morning on Greenway Cross. Also today, the Dane County Medical Examiner identified the victim, 62-year-old Fred Edwards Jr. The investigation into the circumstances of the homicide remains open and active. Someone smashed the windows on at least 20 cars overnight on Madison's west side. That number likely will get much higher. Police say officers responded to Stone Creek Gardens apartments near Highway PD at Maple Grove around 2:30 this morning to reports of teenagers checking car doors. They found at least 20 cars with those smashed windows parked both outside and inside an underground garage. Stone Creek Gardens apartment management estimates as many as 35 cars were damaged. Police in De Pere investigating an attack on a mother walking while she was walking with her infant child today. In fact, authorities responded to a call on the East River Trail. They say they found the woman almost immediately. The baby's father discovered the baby in a grassy area about 50 yards away from the mother. No word on the woman's condition, but the child does not appear to have any significant injuries. As of now, police believe it likely was done randomly by a stranger. A judge has declined to dismiss a weapons charge against Kyle Rittenhouse, the Illinois man accused of shooting 3 people during protests in Kenosha last year. He's facing homicide charges and other charges, including being a minor in possession of a firearm. Rittenhouse, 17 at the time, has said he acted in self-defense. His attorneys asked the judge today to throw out the firearm charge, but the judge refused, but did say he might reconsider. That trial date set to start in November. A young family in Milwaukee now questioning the neighborhood where they live, asking anyone to help them raise enough money to move after someone fired more than a dozen bullets into their home, and it was captured on video. It is a nightmare that Miguel Rodriguez says he will never forget. A quiet early Wednesday turned into chaos as he and his wife and 2 children awoke to the sounds of gunshots riddling their home. Miguel says at least 13 shots were fired at his house, left more than a dozen bullet holes throughout the 2-story home. Thankfully, no one was hurt.
Not sure why they chose our home. We don't really get into anything. I go to work, I come home, spend time with the family.
Milwaukee PD still looking for whoever fired the weapon. The family of 4 had only been living there 6 months. They're now turning to the community to help raise the money they need through GoFundMe to move to a better area. 21 counties in the state are still in the critically high category for COVID. 7-day average case count per day has risen to more than 2,600 with 13 deaths. Madison East High School canceling this week's varsity and JV football games due to health and safety protocols. JV was to play tomorrow, varsity Thursday night, both against Verona. District Athletic Director Jeremy Schlitz says as of now, no other sports are affected. The bell inside the National Cathedral in Washington today ringing 700 times. That's in memory of the 700,000 Americans who have died so far during the pandemic. Johnson & Johnson asking the FDA to approve its COVID-19 booster shot now. J&J hasn't asked for a specific time interval to administer the booster. Instead, the company submitted data showing a second shot boosts immunity to 94% when given 2 months after that first dose, 12-fold when given at 6 months. The side effects of getting a booster dose are largely similar to those from a second dose. However, the FDA's top vaccine official said today that swollen lymph nodes appear to occur more frequently after this third dose. The head of the FDA's Center for Biologics Evaluation and Research said it's not overly concerning. He said it's a common side effect with vaccines, usually goes away fairly quickly. And a new report tonight found in a 5-month period, vaccines saved tens of thousands of elderly people's lives. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services publishing a report today. Researchers looked at Medicare beneficiaries between January and May and found vaccinations were linked to a reduction in about 39,000 deaths. Governor Evers announcing $75 million in grants to support businesses impacted by the pandemic, and that money will be split into 2 programs. Half will go to the Diverse Business Assistance Grant Program, the other half to the Diverse Business Investment Grant Program.
It's been very difficult for everybody in Wisconsin to get through this pandemic, especially our small businesses, and it's really, really important that we start to view this through an equity lens and make sure that everybody bounces back better.
In addition, the governor announced an open application period for the previously announced $50 million Equitable Recovery Grant Program. Grants up to $1 million will be provided per eligible nonprofit, with applications accepted through November 5th. All 3 programs funded by the American Rescue Plan Act. Former Governor Scott Walker's son joins the Rebecca Clayfish campaign. She announced today Alex Walker will serve as the campaign's political director. He does have some prior experience working as Congressman Brian Stiles' campaign manager and on former Republican State Senator Leah Vukmir's failed run for the U.S. Senate. And in Madison today, a special visit from the Department of Workforce Development Secretary-designee Amy Pahachik. She toured the Ironworkers 383 Training Center on Manufacturers Drive, touting the apprenticeship programs as part of the Manufacturing Month here in Wisconsin. She says even before the pandemic, there was a shortage in manufacturers in the state of Wisconsin. While President Biden was hitting the road to promote his domestic policy agenda, Congress once again failed to take action on the debt ceiling, moving the country another step closer to a possible default. Natalie Brand reports from Washington.
Republicans and Democrats are bracing for another showdown over the nation's debt ceiling.
I implore them one more time not to play Russian roulette with the American economy.
The clock is ticking for Congress to reach a deal on the debt limit as the Treasury Department warns it will run out of funding in less than 2 weeks, potentially leaving the country unable to pay its bills.
We could prevent a catastrophic default with a simple majority vote tomorrow. If Republicans would just get out of the damn way, we could get this all done.
On Wednesday, the Senate will take up a House-passed measure to suspend the debt ceiling through December of next year. Republicans have signaled they intend to block it.
They need to use reconciliation. Republicans are not going to be a part of their massive spending and tax spree.
While the spending standoff continues on Capitol Hill, President Biden traveled to Michigan Tuesday to promote his multi-trillion-dollar infrastructure and social policy proposals to the public.
The whole thing about this debt limit thing, there's nothing to do with money spent in the future. It's all money that's spent in the past.
Moderate Democrats like West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin have pushed back against the price tag of the White House's spending plans, but Manchin says the debt ceiling is non-negotiable.
Do what you have to do, but we cannot, and I want people to know, we will not let this country default.
Late Tuesday, the credit ratings agency Moody's expressed confidence that the debt ceiling will get raised on time. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Washington.
Meanwhile, Democratic lawmakers are said to be closer to an agreement on the larger spending bill. They're now discussing a range of around $2 trillion, down significantly from the original $3.5 trillion price tag. Still ahead at 10, an update on the massive oil leak off the coast of Southern California. Hear from the owner of the energy company and his theory of what caused it. That's just ahead.
This is
is a Wisconsin brewmaster. He brews the local craft beer, the beer that washes down the Oktoberfest brat, the brat that pairs with the potato salad that befriends the burger that tastes like victory. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
Menards has everything you need for whatever project you're up against. We carry a great selection of quality products to keep your vehicle at top performance. Right now, all Tow Smart accessories are 11% off. Save on this tri-ball mount trailer hitch that's built for rugged steel and resists rust and corrosion. Pick it up today for only $29.99 after 11% rebate. Save today with 11% off all of your automotive needs right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Here's the secret worth sharing. Robertson, Wisconsin's aesthetic leader, has nurses that specialize in custom treatment plans. Always natural, never overfilled. Schedule your complimentary consultation now. It's time to learn how aging is different at Robertson.
The grand opening of Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've simplified, uncomplicated, and laid things out for you. First, take your rest match to pick your basic mattress type.
You love memory foam.
I really do.
Then shop using the information and rating system on each bed. It's mattress shopping reinvented, plus mattress specials for every budget. And save big on our reclining sofas and chairs. On sale now, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Fall in Wisconsin. It's the most spectacular time of year. A time for togetherness. Time for adventure.
There's nothing out there close to this.
Time to slow down and reconnect. It's what a trip to Wisconsin is all about.
Join Anytime Fitness for just $1 now through October 12th. Anytime Fitness gives you 24/7 support with expert coaching on all things fitness, nutrition, and everything in between. Now through October 12th, join for just $1. Visit anytimefitness.com today.
This is a Wisconsin farmer. She grows the locally sourced freshness, the freshness that complements the wild-caught salmon, the salmon that tees up the cheesecake that sweetens every moment. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
In tomorrow's Eye on Education, I'll share how local schools are helping students cope with grief.
And meet a man running to raise mental health awareness in the 608.
And our unsettled weather pattern sticks around. We talk rain chances tomorrow from 4:30 to 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
Welcome back. New tonight, SSM Health says it will continue to offer its current midwife services until a new sustainable model is in place. That announcement comes just days after it said it would make changes to its current midwife program on December 31st. The health system said it will reach out directly to current patients in the program and continue to provide updates on what the new model will look like. Officials did not provide a timeline on how soon that might be, but say they are committed to providing midwifery services. It's looking like many Americans will be facing higher than usual gas prices in the coming months. Natural gas prices rose nearly 10% today, hitting a peak not seen since back in 2008. Most U.S. households use natural gas to keep out the winter chill, and it's also a top fuel source for the U.S. electrical grid. Cotton prices also spiking today, hitting a high not seen since 2011. That means expect higher prices for jeans, T-shirts, and other clothing. Apparel prices have already been rising. The government inflation reports says they've climbed more than 4% over the last year or more. The FAA says incidents involving unruly airline passengers are at their highest level in months. More issues were reported in the last week than any week since July. A majority of those disruptions, 72%, were over the federal transportation mask mandate. More than 4,600 incidents have been reported so far this year. The FAA says it has a zero-tolerance policy for unruly passengers. The cleanup effort along the Southern California coastline continues as we speak. Officials say a 13-inch slice in the offshore pipeline where the oil leak has been discovered by commercial divers. A criminal investigation has been launched into how it happened and whether the anchor of a large ship may have hit the pipeline, something the pipeline's owner, Amplify Energy CEO Martin Wilshire, has suggested.
This is a terrible tragedy, and we're extremely sorry this happened. Obviously, the cause of this will still need to be investigated, but regardless of the cause, we're going to do everything we can to make things right for all of those impacted areas and individuals as quickly as we can.
Official government documents now reveal that employees at Amplify Energy knew about some kind of problem hours before the leak was reported on Saturday morning. Friday night, boaters saw oil on the water and called in those reports. Officials say NOAA satellite pictures also show the presence of a possible oil slick in the ocean Friday night. Your first warn forecast now. Here is Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
It's amazing. Those NOAA photos from the weather satellites can be used for a lot of different purposes. Another one is to identify wildfires before they really get going. Well, the time-lapse from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam closer to the ground shows the clouds that we had all day today. Very little in the way of sunshine. A few peaks of sun toward the late afternoon as the clouds started to break up a little bit, but still generally cloudy skies. Tomorrow we'll probably see a little more sunshine mixed in. Three things you need to know in the forecast. Mild weather will continue all the way through next week. Average high temperature right now is in the upper 60s. By the end of next week, the average high temperature is 60 degrees, and we're going to be above that every single day. Now, we'll see some showers and thunderstorms from tomorrow night through Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday will be downright balmy with high temperatures around 80 degrees, about 15 to almost 20 degrees above normal for this time of year. Doppler track free of precipitation pretty much across the entire upper Midwest, even though there's a fair amount of cloud cover here. Future track shows the east to northeasterly wind flow keeping us mainly dry through tomorrow with some breaks in the clouds. But by tomorrow night, notice how scattered showers and thunderstorms start to move in from the southeast. And we'll see off and on showers and thunderstorms Thursday and Friday, but also some dry periods in between. When it rains, it could rain hard for at least short periods of time. But again, eventually, as we head into Friday, the area of low pressure will start to shift off toward the east, and that'll start to take the heavier rain with it. As far as rainfall amounts are concerned, probably around a quarter to a half inch generally through Friday morning, but there could be areas that pick up an inch or so in a heavier thunderstorm. The longer range future track shows that additional rainfall is a possibility, a slight chance Saturday, but more likely on Saturday night into Sunday, and then again from Monday night into Tuesday of next week, and then again around Thursday. And you add that all up, and we're probably looking at about an inch to an inch and a half of rain over southern Wisconsin over the next 10 days or so. That's about average for this time of year. Heavier rain is possible farther to the north where more persistent thunderstorm activity is likely. High temperatures today, again, look like summer out to the west of us. High temperatures around 90 degrees over eastern Montana and the western Dakotas. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s to our west. We were around 70 here, but that was mainly because of cloud cover. Had we had some sunshine, probably would have been 5 to maybe almost 10 degrees warmer than we were today. The low clouds really not depicted well by the satellite, but down to the south, there's an upper level low pressure system just kind of spinning around as the main jet stream just kind of passes it by to the north and then kind of wraps around here. That's keeping the warm weather out to the west, but with time, this low pressure system will start to lift northward, and that's where these showers and thunderstorms will start to head in our direction. But again, that probably won't be until late tomorrow night into Thursday. Right now, things very mild across our part of the Midwest. Temperatures in the lower to middle 60s, even at 10 o'clock at night. We're not going to fall much further. Looking for a low of about 59. High tomorrow 74 with variably cloudy skies. Rainfall mainly late tomorrow night into Thursday. You can see some showers and thunderstorms by Thursday morning and some showers and thunderstorms during the day Thursday into Thursday night. But again, the rainfall kind of spotty. Some areas quarter to a half inch, other areas up around an inch. And then you can see 80 on Saturday. Some thunderstorm chances from Sunday into Monday and Tuesday of next week. Wednesday should be dry, and then another thunderstorm chance Thursday as temperatures drop back into the 60s.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection serves all of Dane County and the surrounding communities. And with our new location in Monroe, we also proudly serve all of Greene County.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Fry Construction is celebrating 26 years of providing excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by your neighbors and voted Best of Madison 2 years in a row. Best Kitchen and Bath Design, Best Roofer. Experience the Best of Madison for yourself and save 26% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
It shouldn't take a storm of biblical proportions to find out who you can count on. It shouldn't take a 4-foot diameter oak tree in your kitchen to find out who you can trust. It shouldn't take the worst to bring out our best. But sometimes it does. And that's the silver lining.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites, and always a smile.
Hi, I'm Dr. Andrew Warden, board-certified plastic surgeon and host of The Doctors. If you're like most people struggling with areas of stubborn, diet-resistant body fat, then it's time you call Sono Bello.
I lost 2 inches here in the waist, and I lost 3.5 inches here in my hips.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
I got to buy 4 brand new bikinis. I had abs after Sono Bello.
Sono Bello can remove stubborn body fat permanently in just one visit.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly on your stomach, back, or even your thighs.
I actually tried a bikini on, and I looked in the mirror and I thought, wow.
Call 1-855-417-8921 or go to sonobello.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for all your residential and commercial plumbing services.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Wisconsin men's hockey is officially back. The Badgers dropped the puck on their season this Friday and Saturday at the Kohl Center against Michigan Tech. The defending Big Ten regular season champs bring back a lot of talent from last year, and Tony Granato's squad expects nothing less than another conference crown. But right now, the guys just can't wait to hit the ice and start the season.
It's crazy to play this weekend. You know, it just hasn't been like that in a few months now, and I feel like the first weekend of every season is like that. You know, there's nothing like playing real hockey. You can train and practice as much as you want in summer, but nothing compares to game day.
We're just excited for, you know, we got 10, 15 guys who've never played in front of 15,000 at the Kohl Center, so hopefully it's a good turnout, and we're ready to put an entertaining product out on the ice.